Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from El Overflow Rumo. And we continue our tour through Handel. You know, even talking about Handel is kind of exhausting because there is so much music and it's so ebullient. You know, it's just so full of life and vibrancy and joie de vivre and hedonistic allure. And oh my God, it's amazing. It really is. I look at it and I start to perspire. It's just stunning. And this particular clump has some classic performances in it, I must say. Oh, look, yes, there's a classic performance. First, we have music for the Royal Fireworks, concerti and overtures and suites, coupled to discs of Telemann doing the same thing. Now, who is doing these things? This is very interesting. This is on Denon. It's their Classics Exposed series. Note the nude. I think it's a rather witty cover and series title. I think that because, well, if you look at the back, it says, compiled, produced, and annotated by David Hurwitz. There it is. Boy, this was a while ago, but it brings back happy memories. This was 1999, was it? Denon was one of the few labels I worked with because the executive producer was Dan Marks, who was a smart guy and a pleasant guy. And it was like an opportunity to do some fun stuff. So we put this series together, and we've got, like, who's doing this? Boy, oh boy, oh wow! La Stravaganza Köln, directed by Andrew Manzi. Okay, he's doing all of these goodies. Oh, it's pretty cool. I don't mind saying so. So we've got the fireworks music and other orchestral masterpieces like The Arrival of the Queen of Sheba, the Alexander's Feast Concerto Grosso, an organ concerto, and a bit of the water music, the trumpet one, the trumpet suite. There's that one. And the Telemann stuff. Here we go. The popular, the folk overture, and his overtures in F minor and G minor with La Stravaganza Köln. Again, these are really good performances. Boy, I remember putting these together and looking at this stuff and thinking, boy, this would be a fun coupling. There we go. So, there, look, notes by me. Unbelievable. Hey, what memories. I just, I'm now sunk in nostalgia. I'm sorry, folks. And this series, of course, is no longer available, and, who knows how long it lasted. But it was fun. It was fun to do. So there you go. And then we've got, let's see. Oh, The Choice of Hercules. With Max Palmer. And it's in English, actually, thank God. Turn Thee Away, This Manly Youth, whatever. The Choice of Hercules is like a little one-act operatorio thing. And it's a morality, a Hercules and virtue, and it was a character and stuff like that. So, who we got here? Alain Zepfel, Eberhard Buchner, we know him. Wenceslaw Wachruba Freiberger. Whoa! There you go. Arlene Auger, thank you. And let's see. Oh, it's Max Palmer with the new Bach Collegium Musicum Leipzig on Capriccio. They did lovely work. So this is fun. Choice of Hercules is a nice work, and it's another way to get into Handel if you don't want to do the big, long, enormous operas and oratorios, because it's only basically an hour long or a little less, I think. Do they give you the timing of the whole thing here? Nah, why should they bother? But it's a nice performance, and there's another good one on Hyperion and whatnot. Then we've got the Concerti Grossi Opus 6 with Orpheus, a super version of these concerti. Brilliant, extremely well played, vivacious, a joy to listen to. I mean, there are lots of great recordings of the Opus 6 Concerti Grossi, but this is one of them. It is unquestionably one of them. What wonderful works they are. My God, 12 big, juicy, multi-movement concerti for strings, basically. And sometimes they toss in oboe parts as well. But this is a good one, a really, really good one. On Deutsche Grammophon, if you could still find it. It's in the Orpheus box, of course. Then we have, a classic, such a classic. Oh, my God. Giulio Cesare, Julius Caesar. In the famous New York City opera production, this is only 2.5 hours long, which means about an hour of music has been cut out. The vocal parts have been reassigned. Julius Caesar is not a countertenor or a soprano. Let's put it that way, a female or a falsettist. It's Norman Treigle, who was a wonderful singer. Beverly Sills is Cleopatra. Maureen Forrester is Cornelia. Beverly Wolfe is Sextus. Spiro Malus is Ptolemy. It was Julius Rudel of the New York City Opera at their most enterprising and exciting, and the production was a sensation. I mean, it was a star turn for Sills, of course, but it really told people that Handel operas were a thing. I mean, they hadn't been performed in 200 years, and then, this thing came along, and it was really an exciting thing. It really was. And the music is, of course, unbelievably fabulous. And, you buy it for the singers. And really, that was what happened in Handel's day. He did it for the singers. He would have chopped the crap out of his opera, too, if he had the right singers. And he knew they were going to make a record and get a performance in New York, maybe. So there you have it. And then, last but not least, Samson. Oh, yes, a famous, famous complete Samson. This was sort of early in the days, 1980, with Raymond Leppard. Yeah, good for him. And the English Chamber Orchestra with Janet Baker as Delilah. Ooh, the evil Delilah. Helen Watts as Micah. Robert Tier as Samson. John Shirley Quirk as Manoah. Harafa as Benjamin Luxon. Norma Burroughs as the Philistine woman. And then you've got a whole bunch of people. Felicity Lott, the young Felicity Lott, is the messenger, the Israelitish woman, and another Israelite something or other. Yeah, Philip Langridge is a Philistine and an Israelite man, and Alexandra Oliver. It's a great cast. The oratorio itself is 3 hours and 32 minutes long. It's a big, long oratorio. It's based on Milton's Samson Agonistes. Some people find it really a little too long, but, as a vehicle for some great singing, it's pretty amazing. So there you go, my friends, some glorious Handel. Amazing stuff. And some classic performances thereof. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.